I, Li Ming, the captain of the town's police force, prided myself on my extensive experience, yet this case left me stumped. The abandoned mansion on the outskirts of the town had always been the subject of terrifying legends. On nights when the moon was full, eerie cries could be heard from within. I had dismissed it as superstition, but recently, a bloody murder had made the mansion even more ominous. After receiving the report, I quickly assembled a team and rushed to the scene. Stepping into the mansion's living room, the gruesome sight hit us immediately. The victim's heart had been brutally ripped out, and there were no signs of a struggle or fingerprints, only a trail of bloody footprints leading toward the basement. My professional instinct told me this case was far from ordinary. Following the blood trail, we descended into the basement. The air was thick with a putrid stench, and the place was pitch black, forcing us to feel our way through with flashlights. Officer Zhang slipped and nearly fell, looking down to find a puddle of dark, thick liquid that reeked of something foul. As we pressed on, we discovered strange symbols carved into the basement walls, resembling ancient curses. Just as we were trying to make sense of it, a chilling laugh echoed, sometimes close, sometimes far. The officers immediately tightened their grips on their weapons, prepared for anything. At that moment, I noticed an old, worn-out box in the corner. Inside, we found a yellowed diary that detailed the mansion's secrets. The original owner had sought immortality by performing a ritual that involved sacrificing a human heart. The ritual had failed, and bizarre deaths began occurring in the mansion ever since, leading to its abandonment. As we passed the diary around, the basement door suddenly slammed shut, and no matter how hard we tried, we couldn't get it open. In the darkness, something moved, hissing as it skittered around. A shadow flickered by, and Officer Wang's arm was slashed, drawing blood. It became clear to me that the case was tied to the mansion's legend. I tried to stay calm, recalling the diary's contents. I remembered that the key location for the ritual was the altar deep within the basement. So, we headed in that direction, undeterred by the bizarre occurrences around us. Strange objects brushed past us, and eerie sounds filled the air, but we pressed on. At last, we found a crucial clue at the altar. Through careful deduction and analysis, I was able to identify the murderer. It turned out that the killer was a fanatic obsessed with the mansion's legend. He had attempted to recreate the ritual, which led him to commit this brutal murder. With the murderer apprehended, the mansion's secrets were buried once more. Yet, the horrifying scenes we witnessed would remain etched in our minds, becoming an unforgettable part of our careers.